Hello YouTubers, Charles here, back with more Factorio. I've been playing a little bit. It's been about an hour of playtime since the last episode, and our factory here is almost done. Everything actually is in, except for some beacons and modules, as you can see. And we probably actually even have the modules. Right now we're just waiting on beacons. What train is that? Oh, that's the module train. Taking a little turnaround here. Yeah, we're just, well, waiting for the beacons. You can see there's about 175, so this should be on its way shortly. I think it will hold 180 or maybe 190. Let's see when it gets a few more. 178, 179, 180. Alright, and it's on its way. However, if you look here, looks like we need about 550-ish. The count changes as different parts of the map is scanned. So it's going to be a few more trips over here, at least 3, before we have all the beacons we need, but that doesn't mean we can't start using the factory. The eagle-eyed among you may notice a small change. But last time, when we looked over here, we're planning to build our solar. We noticed that there might be a cliff or two in the way. Well, maybe not right now, but eventually. There are some over here. Here you go. You see all the train has obviously arrived. Here's all the bots going to place some more beacons. I added these 3 assemblers and 1 chemical plant. This hasn't been tested yet, but we'll make some explosives and grenades and barrels, and then convert those into cliff explosives and load them onto the train. I reserved 1 slot. I have not yet put an offloader for it, but I'll also reserve 1 slot. There shouldn't be much of these used, but if they do get used, we'll just reload them. This does need sulfur though, so I've kind of we have 3 sulfurs. If you remember back a few episodes when we designed this, this one is used a lot. These other 2 not quite as much. So I have a fast inserter that will, from each of these, load on. And actually, now that I'm looking at this, it's not going to be loaded evenly. They'll both be on one side. But I'm not sure how we can fix that easily. Well, we move that over. And do something like that. Why don't I have any belts? Okay, I guess I just have a lot of fast transport belts for making small outposts. That's okay, our bots will take care of this. This will now load them evenly. Each side will get its own side of the belt here. Well, each of the 2 places we're grabbing from will get its own side of the belt here. That should give us plenty down here. We only need 1 sulfur per half of explosive, because you get 2 explosives. And we do need 10 explosives. You know what? We should probably put normally I put productivity. This probably can be productivity'd, but I'm wondering if speed will be better since that it's not fully beaconed. And we should have spare sulfur there. So I'm going to take, well, 3. Put the... Why do I have... Okay. The rest of these probably don't need to be moduled at all. I mean, except maybe efficiency, but... And we'll see how that works out. Speaking of seeing how that works out, let's get these trains all set up and ready to go. Because this factory is getting more finished as we go. We wanted the iron. Should be coming from Iron Outpost 2. Outpost Iron 2. I believe. Yeah, because Outpost Iron 3 is already in use, you can see it. That was the one we added for the second science factory. Speaking of which, we need to get going here. It's only about 2 weeks until the full release of the game. Alright, those are both iron. And your iron. And your iron. And your iron. Copper was gonna come from here. Copper for solar. That's coal for solar. That would be bad. Copper for solar. Paste. Paste, paste, paste. Coal for solar. Copy. Paste. 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 Water can just go to the nearest water. Water for 2, which I mean is probably down here, or there's one over there. Whichever one it thinks is shorter should be fine. I mean, I could probably even put one in right here for it. Copy. Paste. 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 And finally, oil, of which we only need, well, not even one train full, but oil, any oil for 2. say full cargo. And let's actually send you on. Well, let's get all the other trains set up. Or ready to go, let's say. You know what, let's not stand on the tracks. Not that they should go, but you never know. Set all these guys ready to go. Alright, I think we're ready to get this started. So we're going to start sending out the oil. Make sure he goes here. The circuit condition should make sure once he comes back, he never leaves. Along with the oil, we're going to need water. And then obviously we're going to need some coal. And then obviously the iron and the copper. And yeah. Let's see how things are looking. Are you a water? No, but there is a water pulling in here. I bet this is the water they're going to. Unless... No, I don't see anyone down here. What train is that? Maybe he's a train for here. I should put some signals in there because it looks like they're backing up all the way to here. Anyway, it looks like we got the oil train in and it has emptied. And we got some water, which means our oil production here should be starting up. Alright, we got our first coal. That'll get the rest of the oil production running because we're mostly doing coal liquefaction. Here comes some more coal. Coal is now making it to the oil refineries. And we're also getting some steam, which is needed. Here comes iron, which will be smelted. Don't have copper just yet, but we should be getting some in hopefully real soon. Unless I mess something up. Let's copper was down here. No, we're coming. Alright, there's some copper. See, we got some iron plates coming and we got some steel. We'll have some copper plates in just a moment or two. yeah, this factory will be ready to produce. Not quite at full speed, but that's being corrected even as we speak. You can see the beacons being put in place. How's our sulfur's nice and backed up, and you can actually see this is the sulfur line we just put in. That's also backed up. And we actually should be getting some barrels momentarily. Oh, apparently, yeah, we have produced some explosives, and we're now working on the cliff explosives. There we go. That's actually, oh, already have one. It's actually the first thing we have completed. Oh, here we go. We have copper, and we got circuits coming, which means our solar panels will be here momentarily. And oh, here we go with our accumulators. So yeah, we're just about ready here. Oh, what is going on there? That's the one thing I switched out that I hoped would work. Okay, that is working. I guess we're... Okay, we were all... The road ports were all full. We're just waiting on more advanced circuits. Now this can't be productivity, and it's out of range of beacons, so we might as well speed it up. Let's just reach in here, because 2, 3, 4 is all we need. That will go much quicker now. Not that it really needs to speed up. Apparently we've already fulfilled the quota. And yeah, we're going to be done with substations and road reports as well momentarily. We're just going to need some more accumulators, because it looks like the solar panels are going to finish. So I am going to turn on this train, and let's head over to where we're building these solar panels. Let's park there. Because right now we only have one blueprint down, and we're going to need quite a few more, let's say. And let's put that on manual. And while we're here, let's actually signal this so that our train doesn't block this all up. Now, one thing that I have noticed... Yet, turn off, thank you. How much room is here? Oh, that is 3, huh? Isn't that? You know what? I'm gonna do that. We're one solar panel off of ideal, but there'll be a radar, so we can actually... Oh, look at that! We dropped off stuff. Yeah, there's no robots here, so let's put some robots down here. Turn mine off. So we have exactly 100 construction robots. And hopefully very shortly they'll... There we go, they got some substations in. So that should power these. Let's make a new blueprint. So without the radar, you can't see this from afar, which makes placing additional blueprints problematic. What should we make this blueprint like? You know, let's add a roboport. Well, that's a fail. Apparently, I hit caps lock at some point. Now, we're not bringing radars. So maybe that's something we should do as well. Yes, I am running on the newest version that just got the blueprint update, so we can use the grid size. I'm assuming that's the current size. And it's a little hard to see from the map. Not sure how that works. Oh, I'm now just dragging. Look at that. See, I don't think those work because they're not in radar range, but with having a radar... Oh, look at that. I'm almost trapped. Bots are too quick. Yeah, that didn't really work. Where that? Oh, here we go. Not too bad. It's hard to get this blueprint in the wrong spot because of the wedge shapes. You can obviously see if they're not lined up. And Bots are already filling in areas, trapping me. Oh boy, well, that's okay. So now, like here, we should have the cliff explosives, so that is automatically taken care of. And you can see, okay, the train is back on its way. Why should you place in here? I guess, again, we have so many things to build. Oh, and I did not have a cliff explosives. Whitelist. Cliff explosives. Look at that, there we go. Let's add one more thing. Radars, and let's set that up as well. Let's head back here. And you can see how quickly we're building that out. Even though it takes a minute or so to fill the train, 2 minutes maybe? I think 2 minutes, because we had planned it out for half the rate per minute. You know, we're actually getting a lot of that built quickly. So what do radars need? I don't think they need too much. Iron plate, gear, which is iron plate, and circuits. Why aren't you running? Because apparently we're already backed up on solar panels, which doesn't really make sense to me, but maybe because of the way things got offloaded and used. Alright, let's, you're gonna come, do you not, Well, I have these on me, so that's what we're going to use. You will be... Well, I don't have 3. I only need 2. You will be making gears. You will be making the radars. And there we go. Once the robots start getting that in, let's just get some circuits here. We're going to turn you. Something like that. look how quickly that is getting built. Is the train is over there unloading. And once it is fully unloaded, it'll come back. At this point, I might actually even want 2 trains. Because, the second train, as you can see, these are all backed up. That's like 1 full train load. We could have the second train loaded and on its way over there. And, like, waiting to unload. This one could leave, that one could pull in. This one would go back and get loaded up. We definitely have the space at the factory for a second train to wait. Ah, here we go. Let's limit you to 1 stack. And we just gotta tell the train to have 1 stack when it gets back here. If it gets back here. Yeah, it's about to come. How much? Yeah, it wasn't unloaded, but that's fine. Alright, when it pulls in, we're gonna tell it to wait. Why aren't you fully running? Oh, I guess we're waiting on grenades. And we may need to speed up the grenades. Here we go, look at that. Go on manual. We're gonna say you should be radars, and I'm just gonna stick that to like something crazy, because that's gonna act as a blocker anyway. Otherwise, anything could have been thrown in there. And now I'm gonna copy the train. And stick it there. We can tell this one to go again. Hopefully that train will be built, and like this is way faster than we need. Theoretically, only 1 of these per blueprint will ever be used. So it's going to offload a whole stack here, but really only 1 per blueprint will be used. And yeah, we could actually bring over more construction bots to speed that up, but I mean, it's doing pretty good for now. If we actually look, yeah, we've only got, well, I guess it's, no, that's going up. It's going to daytime. I mean, we're providing 11 gigawatts and only maybe 50 megawatts. I'm not sure whether this will stop. But as we build out more solar fields, this will increase, and we can actually start turning off some of these nuclear power plants. We could actually probably turn off at least 1 of them now. Maybe this will go up to 100. It looks like it actually will hit 100. Or even over. What is... I guess we are coming out of night. I'm not sure. Okay, look at that. You're all constructed. We'll stick you on automatic. Yeah, let's bring over some more bots, and then we'll move on to our next task. Let's just do that. Alright, we're almost back to base. It's the only track I have the opposite way around, this little section here. Just because it was one way originally. Thought I had more room in my inventory earlier, but I guess I stopped somewhere and picked up some more items. But we got some bots that we can place somewhere. We only need 50 for ourselves, so... Oh, look at that, only 30 beacons left, if that's to be believed. Let's manual. And that's 50. And another 50, that should be 200. And yeah, they're all off to work. Yeah, I probably could get this back to perfect if I moved this to there and put the solar panel in. It would make it not symmetric, but putting this in made it not symmetric, but it would give us full coverage. You know, and the perfect ratio again. But it doesn't really bother me too much that it's slightly off. You can see both trains here are waiting now. And maybe with 200 bots, like, we'll empty one train before before it times out, or you know, the waiting. But yeah, that's pretty good. And when we get more coverage, I can, you know, when the radar gets stuck down like here, wherever it's supposed to be. Not there. It's got to be right around here-ish. Then I can like stick another one down here and over here. Want to leave the uranium ore open just in case we ever need to access it. We can put some more over here. Something else me. We're not even bringing stone, are we? Landfill might be useful. But there's basically no room left in that train. How much... Like... You know what, let's turn my bots. Don't go too far. That doesn't sound good. That is not good. Okay, let us get over there. Turn off bots. Yeah, I know. Getting there as fast as I can. Usually if I hear just one or two, I'm like, okay, that's just an attack on a wall. But... There we go. You know, once you hear 5 or 6 beeps, now there's like 18, 19 things being destroyed, that's a problem. Anyway, we kind of needed to move on. I was just hoping that we could, you know, get one more blueprint to that over, but that's not needed right now. We got plenty of work there for the bots. Yeah. Yeah, there's no signals. Maybe there is one set of signals, but another would let a train wait. Alright, and remember, put this train to manual. Yeah, stop breaking things, guys. Thanks. Not sure where they came from and how they got to that side. You know, rather than, I don't know, like attacking here. I mean, I guess they were coming for this area somehow, but maybe. Who knows? I got some blueprints somewhere. Here we go. I mean, that should be enough for some basic defense. We got the wall right here if anything more is needed. Let's just get this one in, because that's where they started. Really, is that all? Alright, yeah, fix those guys who need fixing. Let's get some more supplies. I guess those other walls went right into my trash. Okay. Alright, let us move on to the other thing I said we were going to do this time. And that's get this outpost running. Okay, not just like new. Got one train waiting, and it's probably filled up really quickly. There it goes. There, we got a few signals. What do we have blinking out here? Was that it? There's just the lights? Okay. What numbers are we up to? 76. And 77. So this train will go to 76. Inactivity. In fact, let's have you come here now. And then back over here, I should have clicked 73. This train will come to 77 with inactivity. And where are you? All right, you'll be a few stops away. So we need to expand. I mean, we don't need to expand, but I want to build 2 more of our science factories. We're only at, let's say, a minute. 500 science per minute. Look at that. Even a little higher. I want to get to at least 1,000. Not sure that we'll make it by the time the game is released, but we're going to need more outposts, and 15 million probably not going to do great. I mean, that would be gone through rather quickly, but like, hey, 33 million, and things just get better the further away from the starting area you go. So we need to clear out land. And, we're actually kind of, if we're building a science place, we want it close to the ore as possible. Yeah, this is not going to be good for that forest. Let's try to protect some of the forest. Well, probably should have set that order before our flamethrower turrets went to work, but hopefully it shouldn't spread too far beyond here. The trees are a little more sparse out here. At this point, let's cancel. Look at that, the fire's all out. That's nice. We didn't have to burn down this whole forest. Probably do want some more artillery range. We're actually almost done with the current mining productivity, and I think we have one more queued up. Not sure how good these electrical poles do with flames. But it looks like we got this entrance pretty well soaked in fire, so they aren't getting too far. Alright, the train left. I'm assuming it's all out of artillery shells. This one should be along shortly. Okay, that was the mining productivity 19. We got 20 on the way. Oh, yeah, we're getting some attacks down here. Alright, that wasn't too bad. How's our... Oh wow, look at that. That's all done. Yeah, that doesn't really seem to work out too well. We'll see if that actually happens to get the radar in. And if it does, that's great. We can then continue. You know, just by placing it down again. How is this? Alright, here we go. Round 2 coming up. What happened? Did I not? I did not set the wait condition. Look at that. Come back. What happened to my night vision? That looks pretty dark for night vision. You know what? Because I'm looking through the map view. You guys gonna target something? There you guys go. Yeah, we really need to increase the range. While this is far, it's not really far. I know I can make a manual targeter. And that would give us like 30% more. Doesn't actually say here. But a single research will give us 30% more, although a single research is pretty big. Yeah, look at that, we got just the edge of this. I did hear there was some issues with pathfinding when using artillery. It doesn't seem to be affecting us right now, so I'm not sure if that was fixed or we're not in the crazy research area yet that would cause that. I don't know if that's a combination of number of bugs and distance or what, but we're still sticking at 60 frames per second, so. Alright, there's 28 million, that's pretty good. Alright, and gotten close, but that's kind of what you expect on the corner. The corner is the hardest to defend. There's a nice batch. Yeah. Fire's not down. They do get pretty far in, but once you get some flames in, then all the following ones take damage. And see that barely made it past that corner. Yeah, so we have two things. We need to search for large ores, and we need to search for large open areas, because we're going to need to build, 2 more science factories, and they're not our biggest factory, but they're not small. And we're gonna, like, hey, this is pretty good. Maybe we could, build a wall here, find out some other lakes we can enclose this area. Even if there isn't many ores here, that would be a nice area for building a factory in. So I'm probably going to do a bit of exploring between episodes and set up some more outposts, and hopefully my plan is to be ready to start building a new science factory next time when we for the start of the next episode, and that will get us up to 750 science a minute. These are 250 each, and as you can see, let's say over the last hour, we were 535 red, 533 white, 527 yellow, blue, and green. And, well, we haven't been using gray science. So there's no gray science, but I can do that at the same rate, too. Let's, there you go, and you can see the white one peaks, because we got rocket launches. Looks like they slight overlap of the occurrence, and then everything else is, well, a little wavy, but the average is there, above 500 with 2. So, I think that does it just about for this episode, and we're just about on time too. Let's I think a signal might have gotten destroyed out here, or never placed, but it was blinking at me. So I'll say thanks for watching, stay safe, wash your hands, and I'll see you next time.